Um, Welcome to the first one of these that I'm doing. I want this to kind of be the entire thing of my speedrunning journey. This is obviously me as a baby because what I've learned recently is that my computer is not very strong, and when I was doing like the whole setup of how to do this, it recommended for me to do like 3 instances at a time when you see like all the good guys doing like 9 or whatever. It's crazy. But I'm doing like the beginner strategy where you're just kind of looking for a village. Here I saw it, but I missed it. So you see like my mouse go over there. I'm like in defeat, but I finally find one. The next couple too, I also find, and then we get started. So again, very new at this, very new to this format as well. This is gonna be the first video in a while, and very different style. Obviously inspired by like Rec Rap One. That would be Rec Rap speedrunning channel, and I guess it comes to the question of why am I even doing this to begin with? And good question, because basically it kind of all started because I just started like hearing that like Ludwig was doing speedrunning, and he was doing really bad at it. Now he wasn't speedrunning; he was just playing hardcore Minecraft. But that's what I heard. So me watching and hearing about Ludwig doing it, I'm like, I'm good at Minecraft. Ludwig from games can do this, but I can't. No way. So I start. Now this isn't my first experience with speedrunning. Get hit by the golem there. That keeps happening. It should have been easy because there's like no elevated land, but I've just been getting very like hands on with the golems when I really shouldn't be. But so I said that I should be able to do it. And this is my first rodeo with speedrunning. I've I've sped around in the past. That's how I know how to route bastions, and like I kind of know how to one cycle the dragon. Not very well, but I can do it. So just having all that backhand knowledge has allowed this to go a lot faster. But it's also made me like have less patience to learn the basics. So like my bastion route is kind of sloppy, and uh, it may or may not be actually efficient or like with the times because I did like last learn them in what was it like 2024 or 2023. Yeah, long time ago. But yeah, so we're crafting up our stuff. I already saw that there was a composter, but I decided to craft it again just to stick with my like routine. And I always forget to craft something here. I forget what it was this run. I believe. Oh yeah, I forgot to get gravel, which will come to bite me in the butt a bit later. But just throughout this, you'll see you'll see what happens. Um, yeah. Going through the village. I actually was watching Feinberg teaching Ludwig how to do it and like the stream highlights of that, and and he was telling him like, well, he's going through the village. As you're moving, you should grab beds, and that's what I've been doing in some different runs. But this run, I forgot to do that because I was really about to just reset because I couldn't find any hay, and spent like a minute doing that. So I'm just glad that the run wasn't completely wasted. And this overworld is taking forever, and and I'm pretty sure 90% of the run is actually in the overworld because not going for an ideal exceed, and also again very bad at the game. But yeah, could be worse. Block misplaces there, so I like slightly tweak. Now let me tell you about these trades because I already had to reset the farmer trade once. So then I break it. He walks all the way to the other side. He has the wrong trade. Then he comes back. gives me a wrong trade. But then the different guy who was the fisherman, who I already placed the barrel who was also still wrong, broke and walked over all the way over there. So he was right, thankfully. So then I placed down the barrel again. The fisherman was wrong. So then I had to replace that, and the fisherman was right. Finally. Well, what is happening? So now I'm looking for either a lava pool or a water pond in order to dig down. If you didn't know, water ponds, they have a higher chance of having like lava under them. I think it's like 15% more. So I find the water pool, dry up the top, and start digging down. I guess I can also use this time to talk about how. So today, we were putting up Christmas lights. Me and my family, we really like Christmas. Notice the ravine here, and this is like the sloppiest cave I've ever done, and you're gonna see why. But long story short, I could not find the gravel to save my life. It probably would have been faster than woodlight. Also diamonds. Get the diamonds. They're only one, so no real use in like making a shovel, but could have. I'm actually kind of happy with how I thought through this, because if I placed a block, I wouldn't have gotten obsidian, but I just think it was very clean there. And then just here, I'm cleaning it up so I can make the portal. Yeah, so we're putting up lights, and we just moved into this house. So so we just got these from Walmart, and we have like two. So all the rooms have like, or at least all the bedrooms, because we bought packs of 100 and packs of 300. And the ones in the bedroom are just like one strip. I have one strip behind me. If I ever grab face cam for these videos, you'll see it. But it's basically just one like zigzag line of lights right behind me, and that's how it is for basically all the bedrooms. And it's kind of charming, but also a bit irritating. Here's when I realized that I don't have flint, and that I didn't see any on my way in here. So now I have to go all the way back up in order to not find anything. And then in the living room, I finally got to actually do this. And because I was using one of the 300 packs, and got to put up the lights in like a nice way, where like you could, it's very nice, and there's enough lights in order to actually light the room without having to turn on the lights. We were saying how that there's not enough lights if you need to turn on the room light in order to see with the Christmas lights on. So yeah, been getting better at those boat clutches as well, and getting down in order to just save time instead of boating down and riding in the boat. Finally find the gravel after what seems like 2 minutes of looking. Because I got a pretty quick water pool. So I was down here like 4 or 5 minutes. And it is now 8. Thankfully I remember how to get back up here. This was kind of luck on my part, because if I didn't place that cobblestone, then I would have been completely lost. And then it's just following features back to the portal. Somehow don't get hit by the spider there. And we are in the nether. So, and this nether spawn has to be the worst I've gotten so far. So, spawn in the nether, and E-Ray just the same, find a bastion. Relatively close, because as you saw I was on 12 render distance, and there's a spike over here. So I'm now mining through this netherrack in order to hopefully find the bastion. I started mining down because I thought it was too high up. Now, if you notice at the start, I crafted trapdoors. That's because I can't consistently do the thing where like you boat and then get out of the boat in order to start crawling. So I just craft some trapdoors. I obviously have enough wood in order to do that. The good thing about these mine downs is that I can just I have enough blocks in order to traverse wherever I need to go for the remainder of the run. So I'm mining, finally get out and run and expect to see the bastion. Now the pros use like a long screen, like flatten their screen with like a thing, and are able to see through the fog. Now I'm looking dead at the bastion, but I just can't see it. Now I turn my screen, see the bastion, start to get happy here, and a little bit nervous, and then I'm just like I'm at the mercy of the skeleton, and forget that I can place blocks on the ground. Get ready for the skeleton hit me, and that was a good call. Um, and then I'm trying to figure out how to get to this bastion. I could try to boat from here, but I would probably die because wouldn't travel far enough. Or I could go down to that platform down there, and then boat down there, and then build to the bastion. So I decide to bridge to the bastion, and this was a mistake. Well, not really. I would still come down here, aside from the like lollygagging for like a minute beforehand. But remember when I said I was rusty with my bastion routes? So I know where I need to go. From this perspective, it's the right bottom towards the back of the bastion. Almost fall there, and and I need to get to the back right. So I forget how to do that. I would normally boat down the middle, but I don't feel confident doing that right now, and I'm not entirely sure if it's magma or lava beneath me. It was lava. So then I'm going down, and he hits me. And that is the end of this. Yeah, you guys are looking at a black screen. Yeah, that now my best friend. But we're learning. We're learning.